Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Anna's English channel. I am so incredibly happy you are here with us today. I'm your friend Anna, and as always, my goal is to make you feel like English is a friend, not a hurdle. Today is a very special day because we are talking about something we all face at some point: new beginnings.
Hi, everyone. And hi, Anna. I am so excited for today's topic. Just thinking about starting something new, like a new job, a new school, or even moving to a new city, makes my heart beat a little faster. It's exciting, but oh boy, it is also very, very nervous-wracking.
You are so right, Leo. That first day feeling is universal. Your stomach feels like it has butterflies, and you keep wondering, will they like me? Or how do I even start a conversation? It's that feeling of standing on the outside of a circle, wanting to get in, but not wanting to break the flow. You see people laughing and talking, and you think, I want to be part of that too.
Exactly. Sometimes I just stand there in the corner holding my coffee, and I don't know what to say. I want to be part of the group, but I don't want to be awkward. I don't want people to think I am intruding or being weird by just standing there.
Don't worry, Leo. We have all been there. Today, we are going to dive deep into how to join a new environment, how to talk to new people, and most importantly, how to feel like you truly belong. We'll look at simple phrases and natural ways to break the ice so you can feel comfortable in your own skin.
That sounds perfect. I'm ready to learn how to be the new guy who everyone actually wants to talk to.
That's the spirit. Remember, everyone listening, this is a safe space. We are learning together. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's get started on this journey of connection. So Leo, let's imagine it's your first morning at a new office. You walk into the break room, and there are 3 people talking by the coffee machine. What is the first thing you think of?
Honestly, I think about turning around and walking back out. But seriously, I usually just say a very quiet hi and hope they don't ask me anything too complicated.
A quiet hi is a start, but we can make it even better. The key to joining a group is positive energy. Even before you speak, your face speaks for you. A warm smile and making eye contact tell people, I am friendly and I am happy to be here.
Eye contact is hard for me when I'm nervous. I tend to look at my shoes or my phone to look busy.
I understand, but try this. Just for a second, look at their eyes and give a small nod. Then you can use a very simple opener. For example, hi everyone, I'm Leo. I just started today. It's nice to meet you all.
Hi everyone, I'm Leo. I just started today. It's nice to meet you all. Hey, that feels a lot better. It's direct and it sounds confident.
It really does. It tells them exactly who you are and why you are there. Usually, people are very kind to new members. They will likely say, welcome, Leo. I'm Sarah.
And then what? After nice to meet you, that's when the silence usually starts. That's the scary part.
That is where the follow-up comes in. You can ask a simple question about the environment. Something like, how long have you been working here? Or, is the coffee here usually this good?
Oh, I like the coffee question. Everyone loves talking about coffee, or complaining about it. It makes the conversation feel human. It breaks that professional wall and makes us just people.
You hit the nail on the head, Leo. People love to talk about themselves and their experiences. If you are the new person, you don't have to have all the answers. In fact, it's better if you have the questions.
So instead of trying to be interesting, I should be interested.
Exactly. That is a golden rule for making friends. When you ask a question, you are telling the other person, I value what you know.
Could you give me some examples of these interest questions? Maybe things I can use in a school or a club. I want to sound curious, but not like I'm asking too many personal questions.
Of course. If you are in a new class, you could ask, how do you like this teacher? Or, have you lived in the city for a long time? These questions invite people to share their opinions and their stories with you.
Have you lived here a long time? I can do that. It sounds much more natural and open.
Precisely. And here is a secret, Leo. Listen to their answer. If they say, I've lived here for 5 years, but I'm originally from London, you have a new topic. You can say, oh, London, I've always wanted to visit. What do you miss most about it?
Ah, I see. One question leads to another. It's like a bridge. I'm building a bridge between me and the other person with every question I ask.
I love that image. Building bridges. When you listen and follow up, the other person feels heard and respected. They will think, wow, that new person Leo is really great to talk to. That's the magic of a good conversation. It turns a stranger into a potential friend. But of course, once you've opened the door, you have to find a reason to stay in the room. You need to find that sweet spot where both of your interests meet.
Okay, so I've said hello and I've asked some questions. But Anna, what if we have nothing in common? What if I'm a sports fan and they only talk about, I don't know, knitting?
Well, that would be a very specific situation. But usually there is always common ground. We all eat, we all commute, we all have weekends. We all have things we find difficult or things we find funny.
True, everyone eats, and everyone has a weekend they're looking forward to.
Exactly. Food is the ultimate icebreaker. If it's near lunchtime, you can say, I'm still looking for a good place to grab lunch nearby. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, that is such a smart move, because it's not just a question, it's an invitation for them to help you, and people love being helpful. It gives them a sense of authority and kindness.
Spot on. They might say, oh, the deli around the corner is great. We usually go there on Thursdays. Then you can use the magic words. Would you mind if I joined you sometime?
Would you mind if I joined you sometime? Wow, that feels a bit brave, but it's very polite.
It is brave, but because you used would you mind, it gives them a way out if they are busy, so it doesn't feel like you are forcing yourself into their plans. It's very respectful. Most of the time, they will say, of course, come along today. And just like that, you are in the group.
I'm starting to feel more confident already. It's about being open and showing that you want to be part of the community. You have to take that first step.
Now, Leo, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mistakes. A lot of our listeners are afraid that if they speak, they will say something wrong, and the new group will think they aren't smart.
That is my biggest fear. I worry I'll use the wrong word and everyone will stop talking and just stare at me. It makes my hands go cold.
Oh, Leo, I want everyone listening to hear this clearly. Most people do not care about your grammar or if you miss a word. They care about your message and your kindness.
Really, even in a professional setting, I always feel like people are listening for my mistakes.
Especially there. If you make a mistake, just laugh it off. You can say, sorry, my brain is still in first day mode. Or, I'm still practicing my English. Could you repeat that? Smile. Showing a little vulnerability actually makes people like you more. It makes you relatable.
Relatable. I like that word. It means people can connect with me because I'm human, right?
Exactly. If you act perfect, it's hard for people to get close to you. But if you are honest and say, I'm a bit nervous because everything is so new, people will usually respond with, oh, I was so nervous on my first day too. Don't worry.
That makes me feel so much better. So I should be myself, even the nervous version of myself.
Yes, authentic is always better than perfect. When you are authentic, you find your tribe, the people who really understand and support you. Another big part of joining a new environment is observing. You don't have to talk all the time. Sometimes the best way to integrate is to watch and learn the unwritten rules of the group.
What do you mean by unwritten rules?
Like who gets to sit where in the lunchroom?
Yes, exactly. And things like, does everyone eat at their desk, or do they go out together? Do they use text messages for everything, or do they prefer face-to-face chats? Is the tone very formal, or do they joke around?
Oh, I see. It's like being a detective.
Exactly. A social detective. If you notice everyone is very casual and uses first names, you shouldn't be too formal. If you notice they value punctuality, make sure you are always 5 minutes early.
So I should adapt my behavior to match the vibe of the group.
To an extent, yes. It's not about changing who you are, it's about finding the best way to communicate with them. It shows that you respect their culture. And remember, it takes time. You won't feel like one of the gang in one day. Give yourself at least 3 months to really feel settled.
3 months? Okay, I need to be patient with myself. I often expect to have best friends after 1 week.
Patience is key, Leo. Building trust takes time. Just keep showing up, keep smiling, and keep being helpful. As we move towards the end of our talk today, I want to emphasize one thing. Be the person who brings light into the room.
That sounds very poetic, Anna. How do I do that in a real-life situation?
By being encouraging. If a coworker does a good job, say, "That was a great presentation." If someone helps you, give them a sincere, "Thank you, I really appreciate your help."
That sounds warm and genuine.
It really is. Gratitude is the fastest way to build a connection. When you appreciate others, they feel good around you, and they will want to include you in more things. Also, try to stay away from gossip. In a new environment, you don't know the history of the people there. It's always best to stay positive and neutral.
That's a great tip. Stay positive, be helpful, and don't talk behind people's backs. That's good advice for life, not just for new jobs.
You're so right, Leo. These are human skills, not just language skills. English is just the tool we use to express our kindness and our interest in others.
I feel so much more prepared now. Next time I enter a new room, I'm going to take a breath, smile, and ask someone about their favorite lunch spot.
That is the spirit. I believe in you, Leo, and I believe in all our listeners. You are all capable of making new friends and succeeding in any environment.
I definitely do. I was thinking about some of the words we used today that really stuck with me, like nervous wracking. It's such a good way to describe that feeling of being super worried. For example, singing in front of a crowd is nervous wracking for me.
That's a great example, Leo. And I loved our talk about being an icebreaker. That's something you do to help everyone relax. Like, his funny joke was the perfect icebreaker for the meeting.
And don't forget vulnerability. Being open about our feelings, like when someone says, "Sharing my story required a lot of vulnerability." It really helps people connect with you.
It does. And you know, I was wondering, what do our listeners think? Have you ever had a first day where you felt really nervous? What was the first thing you said to someone new? Or maybe, what is your favorite way to start a conversation when you feel shy?
I would love to hear those stories. Please, everyone, write your feelings and your answers in the comments. We love reading about your lives and how you are using English to meet new people.
Yes, your comments make our community so much stronger. Don't forget to tell us how you felt after listening to today's episode. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Anna's English channel. We are here to support you and grow with you every single day.
Stay positive, stay helpful, and remember that every new person you meet is a potential friend.
Well said, Leo. I'm your friend Anna. Thank you for being part of Anna's English channel today. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.